Pardon me. That's my boy. Oh, where we go? Human. Hello, Carl. Good afternoon, mate. Good start. The sound and visual check, please. Hopefully you've got sound. I'm always worried about the sound now. Right, 1, 2, yes. Place where I live is in the news today. I might have got killed this morning. If I had gone down the centre like 3 hours later, I might have been blown up. There was a massive fire outside the centre, right by the bus stops where I would have been standing to get a bus home. But luckily I went early, which I normally do anyway. Right, I don't know exactly what happened. It says 3 cars caught fire, which set off some probably propane cylinders. I heard a bang, looked out the window, and there's absolutely black smoke belting up. And I actually thought it was the centre at first, but it was outside. They're doing some, they're changing the frontage of the centre on the, you know, like the ground, not the actual centre itself. Like they put in an extra play centre and stuff like that. Hello, Colin. Good afternoon, mates. And it wasn't cars. It was van. It was the workman's van. So how they're getting home tonight, I don't know. And they're resurfacing part of it, and you know, like the ones they use on the road for doing the roads. It's I think it was that went up. And because that would have had gas cylinders on it, and I think that's what's, they say the vans caught fire first, but I don't think so. I think it'd be the other way around, unless the actual machine threw out a flame and it caught the vans. But anyway, yeah, that's it. The ones that they usually a lorry follows it, dumping the tar and that, the stones and all that, and then it layers it. One of them machines. But the bus where they are, they're using one. There's 2 lanes for the buses, one for going to town and one for going locally, like in Wester Hailes where I live. And all the ones now are having to use the ones that's normally just for Wester Hailes. And I would have been stood usually between the bus stop and the 2 bus stops, somewhere in between. And that's where the actual thing, this other thing was. So I could have been in hospital, or deed. I might not have made it to here. So, but what black clouds. There was about 10 explosions. I'm about half a mile away, and people were hearing it absolutely miles away. If you go on the BBC website, I don't know if they got pictures now. They had something about it earlier on. The BBC website, and go to the Scottish News. It might be there. In fact, I don't know yet. I haven't read anything lately. There's a little bit more news about it, but as I say, the bus stop is right where they were. Hello, Anthony. Okay, mate. Have a nice morning teaching. Don't forget to hit the like button before you buzz off. So as I say, I'm hoping no one was hurt, obviously. I'll go and see if BBC's got any pictures or anything. Large. This is their headline on Friday. Large bang heard from vehicle fire in Edinburgh, and it shows you a picture really miles away from me. I don't know what that must have been taken from a helicopter or something. My house might be on there somewhere. Let's see if it says anything about anyone hurt. No reported casualties, so that's good. As I say, it was loud, and I heard this the first bang. Looked out the window, and there's absolutely black smoke everywhere. So, and then, as I said, there was explosion after explosion after explosion. Hello, Angels, mate. Good afternoon. So as I said, if it had been later or earlier, I could have been caught up in it quite easily. Well, would have been caught up in it if I'd been down there at 12 o'clock. But I usually go down first thing because I get rolls for breakfast. So, but anyway, it's good news. No one was hurt so far. I've nearly finished the second Hogsmeade. Now down to all I've got to do now is the platforms, but the bit I'm showing now, I've only got one camera because I'm using a laptop, so I'm hoping tomorrow to use the computer. I've updated the graphics, so hopefully we'll see what happens. But I'll have a laptop on standby. Like this platform sort of thing, it's actually a support for underneath the waiting room on the opposite side to the main station, and he's missed out one. There's that one and another one there, and then another one which I can do. He's missed out the middle one, but it's the same width as that, it's just a different length. So when I've got the whole lot, there's a brick wall and a gate. It's the length of the brick wall and the gate. So I'll just go on to the program that I use and just shorten it. So yeah, you see the pictures. The Daily Record's got a video, and that's where you see the actual fire of this. I'm pretty certain it's this tile laying thingy. And that's right at the bus stop. The bus stop is on the right hand side of it, on the outside away from the centre. At first, as I said, I thought it was the centre, something in the centre. But there's a garage over the road, but it's not a garage. It used to be a garage selling petrol, but now it's just second-hand cars. And I actually thought, oh no, I can see the edge of the centres. It's definitely to the right of that. So I thought, well, the only next thing over that way that could be anything would be the garage. I thought, well, after the first reports it was 3 cars and cylinders, I thought, well, it's 3 cars in there that are next to the building where the cylinders might have been. But later news with pictures has definitely shown where it is. And there's 2 buildings there, in fact. One side is the library on the left hand side, nearest on that picture, no, one of the pictures, if you get pictures with a fire, that's the library. On the other side is a barber's, and he must have got a right sort of awakening, because he's the nearest one, because they're sat right usually on the corner where they would be. So I bet they've got sore eardrums now. But anyway, a bit of excitement in Edinburgh. Did you see the squirrel video I put up the other day? Chuffed. I was absolutely amazed at that. I'd like to go back at about, I think it was about 1:30. No, hang on. What time did Carol had an eye inspection thingy, eye test? I can find out off her what time that was, because the guy goes there for his dinner every day, and this squirrel comes up to him every day. So I might go in one day and see if I can get down to where he sits and get some more pickies. And then also, I'm definitely going to do, I'm going to go to Waverley and do some, hopefully get some filming. I did do some, but I did it through the fence, and the fence shows up too much, so I'll scrub around them. Hello, Lee! Hi, Lee. My cat doesn't even do that. My cat runs from me. I feed her, clean her litter tray, do this, that, and the other for her, and she hates me. Well, she says she does. Hang on, I'm just going to open the window. I'm roasting. I wonder if I can get it fully past that. Oh, I can. Right, if you see a window come across, it's because of it open. Right. I saw that. Friendly, that's amazing. He does that obviously every working day. He goes there for his dinner. I was, talked to him for a little while. The squirrel just comes bounding out. So how do squirrels and other animals know what time it is? That's what I want to know. Oh, that's too noisy with the kids outside. Hang on, shut the window. So leave it on that bit. Yeah. Anyway, I'm now printing wise, and it's the only bit I've got less now to do at the station, is all the platforms on the opposite side. So I've got, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platforms, and I think it's 2 supports for the buildings. So there you go. But I measured with the new buildings that he didn't have first off. I've measured from the signal box to the platform the other end, where the slope on the platform is just under 4'9". That's most of the wall that I'm looking at where it's going. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Hopefully I've got a load of wood left, so I can cut that down to size to what I want. But it's going to be a lot bigger than what I thought it was going to be. If I stuck to the Hornby ones, it's about 2 foot, if that. But they've got so much missing, which I don't like. But I've got a funny feeling I'm going to do this, and then Shirley will say, "Oh, I want the Hornby one," and the thing is, it's hers. But we'll see. The waiting room, I don't know if you lot have seen the waiting room. Right. I haven't got the roof, but there, I can't remember if I showed it or not. There's the waiting room minus the roof. It's even got seats inside, little bench seats. I reckon this end's the ladies' toilets. This end's the ladies' toilets, because there's nothing in there. So I'm going to put ladies on the top of it. I don't know if I've done anything else. Finishing off the last of the roofs and all that's done. I've also, with the printing, hi Andy, good afternoon mate. The I used to have a little bit of trouble with things lifting a bit, and I thought, I'll go and see about this, whatever they use to stick the first level down. So I looked on Amazon and, well, looked on other sites first. They put me, one of the best ones was, or one of them was this. I don't know if you can see it that very well because it's green and I've just realised I've still got the green screen thing on. I'll have to take it off. It's K-Stick all-purpose glue, right? So I thought, well, that doesn't even mention 3D printing. So I looked at it and it's just like Pritt sticks. Now there's a big Pritt stick, that's huge, but it's really good for if you're doing cardboard thingies because it's really wide. I mean, I don't know if you can see how round that is compared to the other one. Big difference. That's like a shave. You know, remember the old shaving soap things? Probably you lot are too young to really remember them. Might not even heard of them. Can't stop off to Warwick Road, Old Trafford for the football tonight. Man U playing tonight. They're playing Fulham, I think, aren't they? Are you a United fan, Andy? Don't forget to hit the like button before you go, Andy. If he's off now, he must be something else. Shaving brush and stick. Yeah, well, it's a little bit, possibly a little bit bigger than that. The actual soap, just slightly, but it's really useful. Yeah, it's huge. But anyway, now you can buy normal thin sticks for what, about £1, possibly less than that, or a pack for £1, pack of 2 or 3 from Poundland. Come to think of it, I'm sure it's the same stuff. I've used the Pritt on it and the Pritt works, so I think I'll keep the ones that they say to use for if I've got something that I really don't want to muck up, and I'll use the Pritt and any other sticks I've got until later. Hello Richard Brown, long time no see mate. How are you? How's you doing? How's uni? Oh, you lucky thing. How much that cost? I dread to think. I see, I'm a Man U supporter as well. I see we're signing Kane. Yeah. Or possibly signing Kane. Trying to sign Kane. Hello Kieran. Good afternoon mate. I'm good. I'm live on the 12th, on 12th of June with big news. You've grown. You've passed your exams. 12th, yeah, 12th of June, that's the day we can go out and we'll be free, isn't it, 12th of June? Or was that the 21st of June? I can't remember. If, whatever. That's, well, you lot down there. I might be still locked up or whatever. Yeah. I used Old Spice. I think everyone my age probably used Old Spice at some, either as an aftershave or shaving soap and stuff like that. That was the in soap. I used to like Wright's what was it? Coal tar, isn't it? Wright's coal tar. Love the smell of that. And there's my two of my favourite locos, Repton and Deltic. But I have to mention the other one because it's Kieran. It's a J94. I handed all my uni work in, so in essence I finished the year. Yay! Good luck with the results then, angels. Hope you pass. Or is it one of these you can't fail? That's the exams I like, the ones you can't fail. Alright, look forward to seeing that, angels. I really do. My unit hand is 4th of June, so I'll be happy when that's part. Yeah. That's the worst thing about the end of the year, isn't it? Exams. Well, not so much. I don't know about uni because I never went. I'm thick. Yeah, I'll do that course then, angels. I'd forget which day I had to be at uni. I bought on what day was it? Sunday I went there. Oh, by the way, new glasses I can now see again. And after I got them, I went with Carol to the shop she's working at the moment because she's being moved around left, right and centre. Yeah, new house, yeah. Get you now, I wonder what you're on about then. And they had an ice cream maker that actually it's not one of these that you have to take the tub out, put it in the freezer for 10 to 12 hours and do this. This one actually you just put the liquid in, turn it on, leave it for about, I think it's about 90 minutes and ice cream is made. We have one problem, I didn't have enough cream, so I'm waiting for Carol to phone so I can say when you come home bring another tub of cream. In fact, bring 2 because it'll be enough then for 2 lots of ice cream. So I'm going into the ice cream making business, and the first lot will be I might video, but it'll be tonight anyway at some stage. But I mixed it and the stuff and said to Shirley, do you reckon that's all the sugar dissolved sort of thing? So she took hold of it and had a look at it and then tasted the spoon and she said, that's nice. So I thought, well, I better try. And it's nice without being frozen. So it'll be interesting to see. I want one of my first flavourings when I get it is going to be strawberries. Strawberries. Yeah, that's you, Kieran. With Repton. I haven't seen Repton on the rails yet. I've only seen the other ones. 625, isn't it? Or 929. Oh God, was it 935? Something like that. It ends in a 5 anyway. That seems to be doing the rounds. I actually haven't been on a webcam today. Not webcam. Yeah, it is a webcam, isn't it? No, when I did first thing this morning, kind of thing, I did. There was no movement anywhere. At Grosmont, there was no one on the platform, either of the platforms, which is normally someone there, but even if it's someone walking a dog, but there was nothing this morning. So I think they're all on strike. And I thought they could start operating properly now, or virtually properly. So I'm quite surprised that there was no movement. Let's have a drink of juice. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you've got the gold bullion in the backs of your wagons. The copper ore or whatever. I don't know what it is now. Oh no, it's nice, the tanks. I thought it was the other wagons. Shows how much I've watched it, doesn't it? Right. first thing when I came on this morning, or just now, I was saying to Carl that I'm lucky to be alive, which is in a way true. There was a huge 10 explosions down at my shopping centre and where the bus stops, and if I'd gone later to go shopping I could have been mixed up in it, and I would have been mixed up in it because I'd have been at the bus shelters or the bus stops right where the explosions were. As of yet there's no casualties, which is good, but I don't know how there's work being done on like kids play area. They're putting in, they're changing the steps, they're resurfacing basically the pavements and the walkway up to the centre from the bus stops. Well, 3 vans caught fire and one other thing, which would be, I think, the thing, you know, what things that do the roads, put the tarmac down on the roads. And if it's the 3 vans that have gone up, I don't know how the workmen are getting home, because that's obviously how they got there this morning. So I'm in a way pretty lucky, but as I say, it was about 3 hours difference. It happened to me. I was at home watching, heard this bang, opened the window, looked out, and it was black smoke everywhere. Well, black smoke down the centre everywhere, and really black. So that must have been the vans, because that wouldn't have been the cylinders. But they kept going off, so the only thing I can think of exactly where it was the cylinders on this the tarmac thing, because I can't see why they've been there. Well, I suppose there could have been some in the vans, couldn't there? Spares or something like that. Yeah, that could be it. But it's 10 explosions, 9 to 10 explosions. Loud explosions. If the first one had been a little lower, I wouldn't have thought anything of it, but it was loud. It was really loud. So when I go down tomorrow, I think I'll see burnt this, burnt that. Saw a wee bit of fire from up here, but I'm quite, half a mile away, and there's buildings in the way, so the lower down part of it I couldn't see, but the smoke was, I did see a little bit of flame, but it was quickly gone. But that's my excitement for the day, except for speaking to you lot. I always enjoy speaking to you. Well, sometimes. Nah, I suppose I better say all the time. Someone might leave. Someone might change their like to dislike. But it doesn't matter. Oh, good. Oh, 9. Thank you. Whoever that was. What we got? Yeah, my legs are starting to sort of, I wouldn't say get back to normal before the lockdown, but they're slightly getting a bit better for walking around more than sort of to the centre and back. Not that I walk back, come to think of it. So I might, if my daughter will allow me, because she says you can't go out on your own, you can go to the centre and that's it. I might take another trip back into Edinburgh and go to Waverley and hopefully do some more filming. I was actually going on about, I did take some film of trains, but they've got this green fencing and it's obviously too tall for me to get over it or get the camera over it, so it's all going through it and it picks it up too much, so I didn't bother with it. So I'm hoping, because there was the 7 Cities came in as I was leaving to go home. It came in, but I was above it and not far enough away from it, if you see what I mean, to actually take any pictures. I could see it was that, but I wouldn't have been able to get anything decent. Strathspey Railway Black 5 moved under its own steam for the first time the other day. For its first time? Didn't it work when it was with BR? So I know what you mean. So how long have they had that then? Or Is that the first time it's moved since like '68? I've just seen you go round there, Kieran, and it looks to me like you've got a lot of wheel spin, mate. That's it has an advanced in the '90s. Okay. Yeah, but it's costing it. I mean, a lot. It's like North Yorkshire Moors. I mean, they've got about, I don't know, 20 to 30 locos, and you know, the cost to have them all, you know, keep them going completely with all the restoration and all that would be impossible. You know, unless they got a grant of like £300 million or something. Nah, perhaps not that much, but you know what I mean. And that one, Strathspey, isn't exactly near to anywhere in a way, if you see what I mean. Because that's by Aviemore, right? You get a lot of people going skiing to Aviemore and stuff like that. But it's not exactly like going to Inverness or Edinburgh or something like that, where there's other things. It's one thing basically, and it's pretty much out in the country. Or in the Highlands, Highlands. I need someone else to say it. 1994. Okay, what's that? 20 odd years, 27 years. I mean, it's basically these don't run. It's mainly because of the boilers, isn't it? I would have thought, because that must be the biggest job to redo. I mean, you take all the tubes out of that and then put them all back in, or new tubes in. It's a hell of a job. All right. Carol was, she went to Aviemore to do a sort of like, not course, but it's a sort of meet everyone sort of thing, and they have this weekend every year. And at the bottom, where the hotel was that she was in, at the bottom of the garden sort of thing, was the track for that. So she's probably taken a picture of what other ones have got. If that wasn't running then, which obviously it was only 2 years ago, I think. But it's like a Black 5, if I remember from you know, my memory. Could have been a green something or other. But she's definitely got a picture of it because she took it for me. Yeah. Most expensive and oh, there's a bird. I haven't heard any chicks yet, but I'm pretty certain that they're both the parents now have just been out for food. Both come back. In fact, one's on the windowsill above me. I put out bread, but it won't come down until I move away. Big seagulls came earlier on. I shooed them away. I'm surprised if there's only 18. I'm surprised there's not more. Seeing it was sort of really one of the workhorses of the northern sort of railways and stuff, I would have thought it would have been a lot more than 18. But there you go. The Tanawanners around Maidenhead, where I was born and lived, that was the workhorse around there, and the stations in my sort of area all use Tanawanners, but there's only one left, and it's a static display, which is a bummer. But I mean, it's a large prairie, so there are other large prairies, but I fell in love with the Tanawanners, possibly the name. I don't know how many I've seen. I might have seen one. I don't know. And that would have to have been in the museum. Everything oh no, I've seen Flying Scotsman in Edinburgh. I'm trying to think what other ones I've seen. They used to do a Santa train. They used to go on the track that would be very handy if they reopened it. They still use it for freight and other things, but they don't want to put it back into service as a passenger line for some reason. But it'd be great because we could get from this side to the other side of town really quite easily. We get from one Asda to the other Asda by train. That would be absolutely brilliant. Oh, that's lovely. It's really nice and cool. By the way, we've got sunshine. Well, hang on. I've just said that. We've got sunshine, but it's hot. But I've just seen a hell of a big black cloud. I'm hoping that doesn't come in. 842 built. Bloody hell. Is that must be one of the most built locos then, I would think. 842. Now we wanted to see the Scotsman, but it just been refitted, and I think it's the second year of it being back on the road, sort of thing. So it wasn't at the museum when we were there, and Shirley was most upset. But we were lucky. About less than a year later, it actually was doing the tours, and it came up here for 2 days and did the Fife Circle. £300 a ticket, I think, if I remember correctly on that, but I could be wrong. But I don't think I am, or if I am, I'm not far out. Now, I'd like to go and see the Deltic at we've got Locomotion. But I don't know if that'll happen. Oh, there's 3 videos on North Yorkshire Moor Railways YouTube channel, and it's about like the coaches that they've converted into sort of camping coaches, sort of thing. There's one at Leversham and one at Gothland, and they've also got the station. They let a part of the main station at Grossmont, and Shirley fancied going in one of these carriages ones, and they're absolutely beautiful. But trouble is, you're stuck there. There's nothing else to do. Which to me, I'd rather spend. If I was going to spend like 2 days up at, which we're going to do anyway, I'd possibly get a bed and breakfast or something just over the one night. And on Black 5 at Severn Valley is the RAF Biggin Hill. I used to live near Biggin Hill, and it is a hill. It goes down and then really down and really up. I wouldn't even think about walking it, even when I was younger. No pavements anyway. It's like the diesels that were at that was Severn Valley, wasn't it? SVR. There was Ark Royal. That's a class 50, isn't it? 50035. Now, I looked that up, and they're all ships. I don't know if they're all carriers, because a couple of the names that I noticed, or not just there, but other ones, were ships' names, and I think they were carrier names. So I must look them up. Yeah, Cheltenham Junction or something. He was the first video I saw made from the, what was his? I think he was there on a Saturday, I think. Hi Kev, mate. Good afternoon and welcome. Yeah, my Focus Class 50. What's the name of that one, Kieran? Has it got a name? I'll tell you what other one I like. What that was there? The Class 20 London Transport. What was it? Sherlock Holmes. That was absolutely beautiful. That needs. I don't know if it's made by any of the model companies, but if it's not, it should be. That livery. Is that its number? 2227. Is that many 20s? Jesus. Ah, good. Thanks for dropping in. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Or you could do it now. Whatever takes your fancy. How are we doing? Oh, not bad. It's one of the 2 London Transport livery tours. Alright. Yeah, I thought that was really nice. It is. I thought that, for me, that one stole the show of what the ones I saw, which I think I saw most of them. I mean, I've got a Class 50, and I couldn't even remember if it had a name. And I don't know where it is. It's in one of the boxes somewhere. I keep meaning to get all the boxes down and sort them out. Put all the A4s together, definitely, because they're all over the place. What's that? It's one of the... Is that when the fires, the locals were possibly going to set fire to the heath sort of thing? Don't remember seeing that there, if it was. Well, not in the videos that I saw anyway. That was the programme that was on Channel 5, I think. Steam's Up or something. I didn't notice it. I'll have to look back at that. Because, as I say, I'd love one of them as a model. And I don't know how hard that would be to sort of do yourself. Do they? Jim lad. And if it's a newish one, it won't be a split chassis, which I was ripped off for. It's for Miles Beaver. It's a split chassis and I can't manage to get it thingied. It doesn't matter because it'll be the same livery, wouldn't it? Whichever number it is. But as I said, that stole the show for me. Anyway, I think some chewing gum, my mouth's gone all sort of weird. There it is. There it is. The Collectors Club one. Oh, Bachmann Collectors Club. Thank you. Well. I'll look that up. I'll definitely, in fact, let's write that down because I don't want to forget that. Back Hull Club Class 20 London under. Cheers, mate. Or cheers, mates. Joint task. What is it? I meant to look up the temperature earlier on and I forgot. What's it say now? It was 10 degrees earlier. It is now, I don't know. There we go. 14 degrees, so it's getting hotter. No wonder I'm hot. And that's the thing, I've got so many machines in here. Now I can't get the trains in. I've got so many machines on the layout. I've got I've got a laptop, computer screen, and a tower computer, 2 3D printers, and Carol's got a bandsaw at the other end. I don't think there's any machines behind me. No, there's not. There's a bit of track laid, but not laid. But I'm hoping once I get the printing done for the station, I'm then going to go down to one printer, which I'll move on top of the deep freeze, and I'm going to start trying to get Hogwarts line done, because that's going to be the biggest problem I'm going to have, is building that. And hopefully should have enough wood, even if I have to do it in a couple of bits. This sort of chipboard type stuff, whatever it is, I don't know, I can't remember what it's called now. It's got 3 letters anyway. Right, 50007 was a special class 50 because it was really for GW Green. I mean, it's Edward Elgar. Heritage Railway from now its own class 50 group in SVR. See, wasn't there a class 47 done in a 2-tone green? That thing. Ah, right. Was that the one? The GBRF, was that the one that they showed quite a bit of? No, not MDF. It's OB something, I think. OBA. It's like loads of chips of stuff. Big chips of stuff, not granulated. Granulated to make MDF. I should have a bit. Hang on, I've got a bit here. I will be back. I'm back. Right. That stuff. Loads of that left in our buildings. Oh, were there? Right. Chris, have you seen Dock Concepts? It's a British India line 3518 going through. No, I haven't. Why did I say Dock Concepts? I've just got new glasses, so I need to go back again. TCC Concepts. Oh God, yeah. No, I haven't seen that anyway. Oh, I don't believe it. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I know it was diesels, and I do like diesels, but I prefer, to a certain extent, steam. That's one thing I'm really hoping when I do get my track down, that I really do get it right and things run and don't stop at points and this, that and the other. But that'll do my head in. And when I do get it done, I'm going to run trains, not like someone else that never runs trains. Hint, if he's still around. Then is there anywhere, this is for you and Kit, well, for anyone in fact, is there anywhere that's got a steam gala coming up shortly? Although, because I think that's where they need to do what they need to do, have extra ones on if nothing else. You get people there. Yeah, I thought I'd be busy yesterday and today, but I've seen less this last 2 days when we're supposed to be opened up, sort of thing, or opened up a little bit, than I saw before. So another diesel I liked at the SVR was the two-ended things with the cab in the middle. They were good. I haven't got a clue what class they are, but I like them. Hello Z, good morning to you. Oh, we're doing not bad. Figures are going up again, and I'm still over 150. I'm over 150 subs still, which is a miracle. I've lost 3 since I got to the highest ever of 155. But who's counting? The only problem with Tilsley is that I have half a mile of track. Tend to take them to the 7 bay to run them. Alright. Yeah, I'm doing fine, Z. Yourself? Hope the weather's not too hot for you or too cold if you're in a cold place, or I don't know. What would it be? I don't know where you are. Class 14 was the... Oh, yeah. That's the one I like, the orange one. See, I've never heard of them. I've seen pictures of them, but I would never know what class they were. Not in a month of Sundays. But now I can go back over the videos that have been put out and look them up to see which one's which now. If it's comfy, it might be hot for some, it'd be hot for me because I hate heat. But I hate cold as well, mind you. Now I like it sort of brisk with a breeze. I think that's a bit warm but with a nice breeze. Yeah. Right, I'm hoping, as I say, I've got these platforms to do and they take a long time, so I'm hoping that if I can get enough done this week, I can start moving stuff over and getting some some naughty pigeon just tried to get somewhere near the nest and it just got absolutely attacked, should I say. It isn't there anymore. There was one the other day and they chased it for ages. If you watch it, was going down across the way instead of through the trees. It tried to go in clear space, and the worst thing it could have done. Should have gone via the trees. Western Champion, it was Maroon. Full yellow ends, and now it's British Rail Peru. Yeah. Another one I definitely, well, I think I said it earlier on, the 50035, which was Ark Royal. Well, that's the last ship I was on, so I'm hoping to get a decent picture of that somewhere and add it to my diary album. Same thing but pictures. Right, yeah, I must admit I did like them all. I can't think of one I didn't like. I know what wasn't there, which I was quite surprised at. I didn't see a 66, and I don't think that they had advertised a 66 being there. I don't know about new glasses and new teeth. I thought they've had a 66. And what about, they could have had a class 55 in somewhere surely, but it's cost, isn't it? They had a class 40, didn't they? I think I saw one of them. Right, right. Has anyone been doing anything really exciting or not too exciting, so you know, whatever, since we last spoke? Which I said tomorrow. Yeah, I thought it was. Tomorrow I'm going to try back on the other computer, so but I'll have the laptop on standby because after Stockton Junction, Daniel from Stockton Junction saying try putting a better graphics card in, which I've done. I'm hoping it's going to work because I prefer to be able to have more than one camera, if you see what I mean. So delivered class 43. Alright, where was that? Right, got your car. Do you know what makes me laugh? Well, it doesn't, but when I used to go fishing, I had to go through Kidderminster to get where I was going, and I did that for about 5 years. I could have gone to the SVR. I'm just about to shut off anyway, Z, so you won't be lurking for long. And there's nothing wrong in lurking. I do a lot now. That's the point. Did Tim say anything about when he was coming back on? Because he was only supposed to be away working for a week, I thought. Alright. I read something about one of the Welsh Heritage Railways having an auction the other day and selling off carriages, I think it was an 08, I think, machinery and that. They're into liquidation, and they needed £350,000. I'm hoping that all works out well. It's lurking like standing on the corner. I'm standing on the corner. Oh no, that's making all the girls go by there, and that's blokes. Oh, did you see this thing that's going on about now? It's, the National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Birds put out a poster apparently showing a male bird and a female bird, and saying that the female birds are always smaller, and the woke lot have had a go at it, believe it or not. Right, and look, let's hope they. Yeah, that's the one, mate. I was upset to hear that, but it didn't. You know, I thought everything was okay with all of them. I haven't heard of. That's the first one I've heard of any trouble, sort of. And they had a grant, I think they said, from the government, and obviously it wasn't enough. But there you go. Right, I'm signing off, so everyone take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Hopefully without any fires, explosions or whatever. Yeah. Next Tuesday. Where are you going tomorrow? Where are you going, Carl? Oh, I'm going to lose Carl for a week. Yeah, I've enjoyed today. Right, where are we? I need to hit a button here somewhere and I can't get the mouse to work.